days now, 4 days now, is going to be giving us a goal setting workshop for you all. And then she'll also just be talking to you guys as your next governor and someone you'll be working with very, very closely as club officers about what to expect for this new year. So I'm gonna hand it over to TaNiya, and TaNiya, you can take over and do your thing.
Hey y'all, so the way that my Wi-Fi is currently set up right now, it's not gonna allow me to share my screen and be on video, so I'm just gonna have to turn my video off and then share my screen. So I'm just gonna be talking, but y'all won't be able to see me for a split second. But I'm still here. Okay, let's share. Okay, can y'all see my screen? Okay, awesome. So spring into service with goal setting. I thought it was fitting because it's spring. I had the flowers. Thought that was cute. Thumbs up if it was. If it wasn't, okay. I see some. Okay. So first, this year, and I know this past year we did it as well. This past year, I was the South Division Lieutenant Governor, so I had one-on-ones with the clubs, and we sat and we planned out goals and just some things they wanted to accomplish, whether it was just in the club or even on the district level. I know some people had goals like, oh, I want to apply for this award, and in applying for this award, I want to do X, Y, Z with my club. So keeping on the track with that. Some of your goals can be to inspire officers, keep officers accountable for club growth. And then at the end, I want to talk about a presentation. And then if you guys want to, we can brainstorm and talk about what you guys want for this upcoming year. And then the three main categories will be service, membership, and then an overall club goal. So for service, if you want to have 3 or 4 service events for the school year, membership, if you want to recruit 15 people, retain X amount of people, and then an overall club goal can be anything that you feel that your club needs to work on and that you guys want to really put on the map for this service year. Okay, so a big thing for the upcoming service year will be utilizing past data to make SMART goals. Now, SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timeable goals. Now, for timeable, just because we do kind of shift gears in the middle of the semester, your timeline may look different. Some people may have September to May goals. You may have summer goals. Your timeline will be your timeline. Just make sure you have a timeline. A good way to make sure your goals are SMART are utilizing your past secretary's records, whether that's just looking at how your membership has grown or dropped in the past year and doing what you will with that, utilizing successor material. So hopefully, while you all did come to spring officer training, hopefully within your club, you're talking to whomever was in the position before you and just kind of picking their brain for tips and tricks, you know, what worked for them, what different, and kind of, I don't want to say copying them, but using whatever they did, whether it was good or bad, and building upon that so that in this next year, things can be different if they need to be. And then asking your lieutenant governor to share district data, if needed, will be a really good one. I know Matt talked about it a couple weekends ago. Matt told us that membership has been down in the past years, especially with, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so membership hasn't been what it could be. So just checking that and knowing that, hey, if you've lost a couple of members, like I'm not gonna say it's not your fault, but just don't beat yourself up about it because it's happening everywhere. So just with that, being honest with yourself about your circumstances, it is wonderful to say that you wanna get 150 members in your club. But if you're looking at the data and you're looking at what's been happening, it may not be a realistic goal for you to set. So being honest about the resources you have, what's already happening in your club, and making accurate SMART goals off that will be really big for this upcoming year. Involving your support system, while you definitely can lean and reach out to anybody on the district board if you need help, you need to troubleshoot, you want some ideas, we're definitely here for you. But utilizing your Kiwanis advisor and faculty advisor will be a big thing this year. I've spoken to Virginia State's Kiwanis advisor a couple of times, and in the past year, Virginia State really hasn't utilized our Kiwanis advisor. Like, we hadn't paid dues in a long time, and all it took was really reaching out to the Kiwanis advisor, telling them that we needed help, we needed support, and within a week or so of me really talking to the Petersburg Club president, our dues were paid. It was like something that we had been stressing about for months. Nobody thought, hey, let me do this, or hey, let me call, or let me go to the meeting. So that was really interesting. So definitely reaching out to your Kiwanis advisor. They really want to help. I don't want to stereotype, but these Kiwanis clubs have money. They have the resources to help you guys out, and it's just sitting there when we aren't asking for help. Your faculty advisor as well. I know that with everything going on, again, panoramic, you may not have had the best contact with your faculty advisor, but and I'm going to use Virginia State a lot because I'm here and I can specifically speak to the club here. Our faculty advisor, she's been really great with helping us intermix CKI things with school things. So whether that's a club or org outreach event, getting involved with some of the freshman classes, just utilizing her for school things and on the school side, and just getting CKI out there so people know, hey, this is an organization we have here. You can come and join it. That's been and we've been getting really good feedback from people who really want to join CKI. So using your faculty advisor for that should be helpful. And then your lieutenant governor. Some of you all may not have lieutenant governors yet, just yet. I say yet because y'all will get one, fingers crossed. Y'all will have one. If you don't, you'll get one. Again, fingers crossed. But your lieutenant governor should really be a resource, and that's really what we're here for. Whether it's questions, you want us to promote an event, you want us to come to an event, just reach out. Like, anybody that's on your campus, in your community, that you think can help push the CKI mission or serve you in your club, reach out, and don't be afraid to reach out. I know I have some templates if you need, or you don't know what to say, but you want to reach out to a club or someone in your community. I have some templates, so if you guys want to email me, and I'll drop my email in the chat in a second. Just reaching out to people. It can be a scary thing because, of course, you don't want anyone to say no, and you don't want to fall short on your goals. But if you never reach out and you never try to get that support, you won't ever get it. So just trying and reaching out. Think outside the box. It's been a crazy year. Service has definitely looked different. And honestly, while we weren't able to do a lot of in-person events, I'll say the virtual events that I've been to and I've seen people do have been amazing. And I know that pre-pandemic, we wouldn't have been able to do certain things. Zoom has really opened the floodgates for so many different events, so many opportunities to not just network, but connect with people. I know I've been to events with people from Valley State, people in schools in Pennsylvania, and it's because of the pandemic, because we've been forced to use other platforms to connect people and just talk. And I definitely think, while I don't want to Zoom fatigue anybody, I know we're tired of Zoom, utilizing social media will really be what we focus on this upcoming year. Another tip is to research other CKI clubs. There are about 5 to 6 clubs in each division. If you don't know them, you can go on the website and check. Like, it'll give you your division and the rundown of clubs in your division, and reaching out, hosting events, hosting service projects. That'll get you some traction. You'll get to, again, meet new people, brainstorm, network, the whole 9. Host brainstorming workshops via Zoom. I hope to have one this April where we all come together on a separate occasion and we just brainstorm service events, fellowship events, just anything, just brainstorming via Zoom, because again, pandemic, we really can't meet, but on Zoom, you can connect and share ideas. That's reaching out to other clubs, set up calls with other officers. It doesn't have to be people from Capital District. You can reach out to somebody from Alabama, Florida, anywhere. If you're just looking for help, you need some ideas, just reach out and talk. to people. Me and Matt were talking about this earlier, but fellowship events, we do a lot of service events, which is nice, but fellowship and forming those bonds with people in Circle K or, CKI, and really igniting that spark within you will definitely come if you're going to those fellowship events. Service trips, you really can't travel anywhere. If you have a service event or anything like that in your community, definitely go for it. Wouldn't recommend traveling. Probably should have just been service events versus service trips. My bad. Club branding. So me and Madeline, I know, talked about this a couple of times, designing logos and Instagram accounts for the divisions. I definitely think if you don't already have one, making a social media page, getting a logo, whether it's just, no, y'all can't make logos. I'm sorry, one second. Matt, are they allowed to make logos? Like take the Circle K thing and put?
For the most part, yes,
Okay.
as long as it's something that's club related.
Okay.
And beneficial. Like you can't take the logo and say, I hate CKI, because that would be disparaging to the organization. But as far as taking the logo and putting it on a shirt for Virginia Tech or William & Mary or CNU, you can totally do that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, so yes, make the logo. I was thinking about doing a logo or a social media challenge just to really put it out there, because in the age that we're in, I think for the most part, all of us are tech savvy and we can get on social media, make a post, share it, like it. And I think that'll be a great way to increase not just membership, but involvement. Like even if they don't want to join the club, which is fine, just having people involved in service events and fellowship events will be nice. And then attend campus happenings or campus events. I don't know about you all, but we have Spring Fling this next week or so. It's not, of course, in person, but it's a good way to get members, especially freshmen, engaged and involved with organizations on campus, whether it's them coming to an event, them volunteering, or just them showing up. A lot of times we'll do, hey, scan this QR code, come to our next interest meeting, or sign up for XYZ and you can win a shirt or a badge. That's been really helpful for us. So looking at events like that for your club may be nice. And then just to recap, I know I went through really fast because I talk fast, but we're gonna talk after, so don't worry. The first thing, creating SMART goals, so specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timeable goals will be a big one for this upcoming year. Being open to new ideas. I know it's scary to have to plan Zoom events and have to plan things where you can't be on the ground, hands-on, really making sure things go the way that you want them to go, but just trying will save you a lot of time, a lot of energy and money. And even if things don't go how you want them to go, saying that you tried will be a big thing for this upcoming year. And then seeking help when you need it, same with being open to new ideas. Sometimes it's hard to ask for help, and it's not the funnest thing to do, but I'm telling y'all, after a couple of times of asking for help and being rejected or even being told yes, you'll be a pro at it. And then the last one was think outside the box. So funny story, I was gonna put think outside the box under seek help when needed, but then I thought it'd be hypocritical to do that when I'm telling y'all to think outside the box. So yeah, it's in a little corner over here. Everybody say hello. And yeah, just really thinking outside of the box and finding ways to engage not just your members, but people at your school, people in your community, because that's really what's going to keep the CKI mission alive, engaging new people, finding new ways to do service, to do fellowship. So thinking outside the box, thinking big. Yeah. And then any questions, concerns, comments? And if you guys want, we can do a little brainstorm session where we talk through some ideas you may have for the upcoming service year, talk about this past service year, literally anything.
TaNiya, I would just like to throw out, I know I've kind of been here the whole day and I mentioned, oh, I'm the district administrator, but I don't know that I actually said what that meant. So, and I don't know if the folks here even know what that means, but so my job is to essentially help the Capital District of Circle K International operate. I'm a Kiwanian, and I'm the chair of the Kiwanis District's Committee on Circle K. There is a team that I work with who are also Kiwanians on the Circle K committee. And essentially our job is to help you guys out. So if you do run into a situation with your Kiwanis club or your Kiwanis advisor, and you might need help with that, you can always reach out to me and I can help. I can't guarantee that it'll make things better, but we can certainly try. And that's what I'm here for. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody here knew that, that if you don't have a good relationship or don't have a relationship with your sponsoring Kiwanis Club, I and the rest of the Kiwanis team can help make that happen. So reach out to us if you need us to.
And to piggyback off that, I learned a couple weeks ago, you don't have to necessarily partner with the Kiwanis Club in your area. So if you're in, God, I don't know, if you're in Nova and there's a Kiwanis Club in like the 7-5 that wants to help you or that you guys want to work with, you're free to work with them. Like, you're not just bound to the Kiwanis Club in your area. So if you're having problems with the one in your area or you just can't get with them, try reaching out to other Kiwanis, because like I said, these people have money, y'all. They want to help and they want to be involved with CKI so bad, really so bad. So reaching out to different places will definitely be instrumental this next year. But nobody has anything they'd like to say. Oh, hey, Carson.
Hey, TaNiya. I have a question about how we can reach out to like other people in the Kiwanis family. So like builders clubs, key clubs, like that, because I'm not very familiar with that. So if anyone else has input, that'd be great.
Okay, yes. So there are a couple of different approaches to this. If you have a sponsoring Kiwanis club and you're on good terms or whatever with your Kiwanis advisor, sometimes Kiwanis clubs do have a CKI club, a key club, an action club, and it's usually the same advisor. So if you just ask your advisor to put you in contact with whomever, that'll work. If you're not sure who your Kiwanis advisor is, or you don't have one at the time or whatever it may be, I want to say you can go on the website and look at the clubs. Now, I know a couple of people that I'll send you an email today, writing that down now. I know a couple of people in the area who have K Kids and Builders Clubs who've been asking for that CKI support, because oftentimes they get a lot of interaction and traction with Kiwanis, but not too much from CKI. So I definitely think that's something that we could look at. I don't know if anyone else, Matt or Madeline, you guys have another way to reach Kids, Builders.
So I would add too, just that, as I mentioned, I'm the administrator for Circle K. There's also a counterpart for Key Club. There's a counterpart for Builders, Action, and K Kids as well. And even at the local level, there's lieutenant governors for Key Club. There's not lieutenant governors for Builders and K Kids because they're a little younger. But there are tons of people out there who are willing to partner with our clubs on service projects and things like that. This is a whole nother conversation to have, but I'm going to mention this. Because college students like you all are adults, sometimes, depending on what you're doing, if you're working with Key Club or K Kids or Builders Club, you may have to have a background check done. Usually that's mostly for overnight events. So if you're just going to a school to volunteer, you may not need that. But just kind of tuck that away in the back of your head, just in case that happens. But there's tons of resources out there in terms of partnering with different levels of the Kiwanis family. And it's just really a matter of what your club wants to do. You can kind of lead the way and partner with a K Kids or a Kiwanis Club or a Key Club and create all kinds of projects.
And also, just to jump in too, for those of you guys who don't know, K Kids Clubs is our equivalent at the elementary school level, and then Builders is for like middle intermediate school. And yeah, so one good goal that you might want to think about this upcoming year is to work more with your counterparts in your areas that are part of our organization. So it's definitely a really, really cool thing if you're looking for service events or to get in touch with people and see more of your community and do things that you wouldn't normally do. Connecting with the K family is definitely really, really beneficial.
And then once you do get that contact information that you're looking for, a good event to have with the builders or even K kids would be like a tutoring ties, like teaching session with them, because I know being at home with parents who have maybe been out of school for X amount of years, some of them may need some extra help. So that may be a good event to have, tutoring, like a mentoring section with them. Any other questions from anybody? Okay. If there are no other questions, nobody, for speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, I have another slide. Oops, thought I had another slide. 1 second, please. Okay, did have another slide. So I do not officially take office as governor until the 1st, but I just wanted to speak with you all for a quick second. I won't hold you all too long because I know we've been up here practically all day, so I won't hold you all too long, but I just wanted to touch on some things that I hope to start this year and then get your feedback on a few things. So for the month of April, my top 3 goals are implementing Mental Health Mondays, which will either be a Zoom session done through social media, or I haven't figured out the platform yet, but we'll just kind of talk about you all, how you all are doing, whether it be in school, your lives, literally whatever. I know we spend a lot of time doing a lot for our communities, and we don't often take that time to check in with ourselves and our mental health and how we're doing. So Mental Health Mondays, again, I haven't worked out all the logistics, but it's gonna be either a once a month or twice a month, depending on you guys' schedule and how you want to do that. But we'll just come, talk, have a good time, and that'll be it. We won't talk about service, recruitment, retention. It'll just be on you all. How are you doing in your club, your life, your school, the whole 9. April, I also want to get done either a club or division one-on-one. It can be your choice. Again, I'll send out an email with all this information. It will just be, again, talking about those goals, those SMART goals for the year. What do you want to achieve? How do you plan on achieving that? What resources you need? We can either do them with myself and just your club, or if you want to do a division event and all the clubs in your division will come and we'll talk about goals, yada, yada, yada. Again, email, you can decide. My third thing that I really want to do for the month of April is filling the vacant district board seats. We have a couple of them. I want to say 3 lieutenant governor positions. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that right? Okay, yeah, 3 lieutenant governor positions and then committee chairs. Applications, we updated the form so they're open and they're out. If anybody is interested in running or being appointed to a seat, just say after I finish here and everybody leaves, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. And then down the line, I want to get into some summer service events. I know that Corona is not gone, she's still here, but finding ways to have fun this summer and make sure we're fulfilling those service and fellowship obligations. Another big thing is social media. I talked about this a second ago, but 21st century, we're all tech savvy. I really want to up CKI's social media presence. I'm gonna drop or if someone could drop actually the CKI official page in the chat. I need you guys to follow that so we can just connect, because that's really where we're going to connect this year. I love emails, but I hate writing them. So a lot of information will be disseminated through social media. And if you guys are following the page, you won't have to catch up. You'll already be in the know. And then the last thing I want to touch on for this year is methods of communication. I know that we typically use, again, email and GroupMe. And GroupMe is fun, but I hate it. I hate the app. So if we can find another form of communication, that would be awesome. Me and Matt were talking about Remind earlier, the one where you like sign up and then you get text messages. If you all prefer email, we can stick to email. really hate GroupMe, but if GroupMe is where you guys want to stay, that's fine too. And then Telegram, I'm on Telegram right now, and I think it's a better format to be able to message people and then just read stuff. So I know a lot of times with the GroupMe, you end up muting them because so many people are texting in them, and it's like you can't just get the information that you want. You kind of have to get all the messages. And with Telegram, you can set it up so there's like one main chat where information is being disseminated, and then another chat that you can mute where people are just talking. So I think that'll be a good one for us if that is what we decide to do. But yeah, I'm excited for this year. Like I said, April 1st is when I officially take office. So you'll definitely be hearing more from me within this coming week. But I'm here to answer any questions, comments, concerns, anything. What's up, crap? Okay, well, that's all I had for you guys. So that was my presentation.